Hi there, welcome to the new webinar on Amazon payment reconciliation for refunds and settlements. In this webinar, we will try to make the life of a regular Amazon seller easy. Every businesses are looking to make profits, and Amazon being a marketplace, it becomes easy to get business ready by getting the product listed on the marketplace. Now, to identify the margins, it is necessary to get reports to whether the sales in Amazon is at all profitable or not. Reconciliation is a process of identifying all expenses on the marketplace and getting optimal profit for a business. In this webinar, we will show how our customers are getting benefited using our solution, which allows them to make more profit out of each sale in the marketplace. We will also try to demonstrate here with a live example for a very big customer to understand the benefit of using our solution. My name is APPSeCONNECT and I work as a VP of product in APPSeCONNECT. I mostly work on the features and feedbacks from the customers to improve the product offerings for our integration product APPSeCONNECT. Also, I am accompanied with Mr. Abhishek Banerjee, who also works day in, day out with the customers to make them successful in their business. The solution which we will be showing today, Abhishek is one of the core member of that solution. Hi, Abhishek.
Well, hi. Thank you for introducing me. I've been working with this project for the last few months, and our idea is to give seller reports which could help them to take business decisions based on the data created in ERP systems. I work with the customer success team as a technical consultant, and I mostly do consultancy on what could help our customers. All the customers where we have implemented have seen considerable sales growth. So I'm equally excited to show the solution here, and that more and more of online sellers could benefit from the solution.
Yes, indeed. I have also seen your achievement with the business. Now, if you are really new with Amazon and don't have much exposure on it, let us discuss in layman terms what Amazon Marketplace is offering to the business.
Yes, Abhishek. Hi. So Amazon is a marketplace where someone can list their products on service and get automatic sale.
Yes. So if I list my product in Amazon catalog, I don't need to buy build my e-commerce site from scratch, and all the features that attracts the customers, and anyone can buy it directly from their catalog that is listed there. The fulfillment is also handled by Amazon. There are actually two kinds of model in Amazon. One is FBA, where the seller need to ship the products to the Amazon warehouse once, and all are taken care of them always. I mean, by the marketplace Amazon. And another way of delivering the product is the FBM model, where the listing is done in the Amazon catalog, but when the sale is made, the payment is made to the Amazon account, but the fulfillment needs to be done by the seller only. So the seller need to have a store for the products in their own warehouse and ship them whenever an order is placed. Now, for both the models, there are few charges which Amazon puts in before returning the amount to the seller.
Yes, exactly, Abhishek. But when a seller gets the payment for the sale, he could see the same product is sold at different prices from the marketplace. This creates the issue on understanding. Our idea is to give clearer picture to the seller. What causes the same product to sell can different prices? The solution which we have built with APPSeCONNECT to connect Amazon Finance API and get all the heads where Amazon puts before selling the product.
Yeah, that means we can see all the heads on which the charges are put up for a unique sale. And also we can compare and find ways how can we avoid these additional charges to improve my profit.
Yeah, you are absolutely right on this. It's a byproduct, and if you get a clarity, all the changes, then you can save some of the charges based on the business decisions.
Perfect. Yeah.
So any Amazon sale goes like this. You list your product and get an automatic sale. Okay, so when a sale is made, you get the order details. If you picked FBA model, you do not need to do anything. But if it's an FBM, we have to keep that in mind. You need to start the shipment of the product to the address and other details provided with the orders. The money is collected to the Amazon bank account, which will be ultimately hit your bank within a particular date.
I know. There is a bike weekly settlement date, I think, where all the money collected will be sent to the bank account of the seller after deducting the charges.
Yes.
Okay, now before we check the solution, there are few of the terms which we might use regularly. I can see a list of these terms. Can you please explain?
Yeah, sure. So proceeds here is the fund present in the Amazon account after deducting all the charges without tax. If you are a seller, a profit will also include buying price of the product.
Yeah, but deposit also looks like the same, isn't it?
Yes, but there is a subtle difference between them because let's see, the proceeds is a cumulative amount to the customer in Amazon interface, right? While the deposit is the amount which is actually getting transferred to the bank account.
I see. So a proceed can be $1,000 today, and if there is a refund of the product, it can go down to $500 anytime. But the deposit is the actual amount which is received by the seller on their bank account.
Yes, exactly. Fees and charges sometimes used interchangeably, but they are completely different. Fees are ones which you as a seller cannot avoid by any means. The charges will give you option in the other sense.
Okay. Yeah. So principal is the amount without tax, right?
Yes. The reconciliation, if you don't know, is the way we compare and confirm the balance received is equal the amount showing to be received. That is the idea.
Oh, too many concepts. Okay, so now let's discuss what are the challenges which people face while handling the data in Amazon.
Yeah, all right. So basically, there's 2 week payment period. It's a 14 days, 2 weeks, and during this period, the seller will have no idea what will be the final amount that they will get for the individual sales. You will see all of the amount is proceeds, and finally, during deposit, some of the charges might be deducted too and deposited to the account.
Okay, so basically, if it is because calculating the individual charges for each of the items would be difficult and required manual efforts.
Exactly. This makes the reporting before actual payment difficult. The charges could be reported late than actually applied. If someone uses the value at an intermediate time before the actual amount is received, these adjustment could make the reporting enormous, with more of errors too. So that is very difficult to understand.
Yeah. That makes reconciliation difficult. So your amount that you get into your bank and the amount which is showing in Amazon interface will be different.
Yes,
It can
very
be
much.
different.
Yeah. You're right on that. Now, the solution that we have implemented to overcome this particular challenge is to push all the financial charges applied to seller directly to the ERP, explaining all the heads on which it is applied to, and it makes the work of a seller very, very easy and can produce any report based on the requirement, basically.
Perfect. It gives an added advantage to the seller to save additional charges before they are actually applied, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this slide, we see these are the main heads where the charges are applied.
Yes. So talking about the charges and fees, exactly you can see there is of course monthly subscription, per item fee, referral fees, advertising fees, etc. Amazon is very good at giving fees and charges, applying
Yeah, yeah.
all the selling documents.
Yeah. So yes, as I see the closing fees as well, which is applied when someone leaves an item in the cart but buys it later. Also, there is a refund administration fee. There are a lot of those which might be confusing to the seller.
Yeah, it might be very confusing to the seller. So yes, and if you are in a FBA, there are a number of additional fees too. That is more confusing in that sense, which make it so much difficult to calculate. For instance, there are long-term storage fee, packaging fee, and even Amazon disposal fees are there.
Right, right. The expired items, if Amazon needs to dispose, they will add a separate fee to the actual deposit amount. The seller will have no clue about it if they don't understand how the fees are charged. Yes, so now I can see a settlement report which Amazon UI shows, and it clearly I don't see any clue of whatever charges are taken up by Amazon.
Yes, of course. If you see it very in clearly here, that the heads which is shows here is other. You can see the other right there, right? So which doesn't make any sense. You can see some of the heads, but not all. This actually makes reconciliation very difficult.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. So now let's take a look at our solution. So using our solution, it will show all the charges on all the heads that are applied for each line item.
Yes, it actually has so many benefits. It sends data at real time. It can work with historical data. It can identify which item is refunded, etc.
Yes, as a seller, they will get the data always updated, and this will help them to take decisions quickly.
Yes.
So now let's see the demonstration.
Yep. So I'd like to give a brief before we start the demonstration here. So before we implemented the solution, we first needed to create a custom table in SAP and create a BAPI to CURD operation over that table. The table structure is standard, and our process flows can send the data directly whenever there is any data in the finance API that we're getting from the Seller Central APIs. Okay, now let me open the environment and let's see how it's working here. So yeah,
Yes, yes.
I already gathered the information here, and I have the SAP ECC here open. So I already mentioned that we created a table, a custom table within SAP to hold all the Amazon Finance API details. So here you can see I have selected only one order here. So these are the
Order ID.
order IDs, and here you can see in the first column the fee types. I mean, which kind of fees are applicable and applied to this particular order, and we have listed that here. Now this is a line item level, so each line item have its own applied charges and fees in Amazon Finance API. So we are capturing those as well. And
So
then
I can see only for one line item there is multiple fees applied. For instance,
yes,
gift wrap, principal, shipping charge. Principal is the amount I think which is
without tax.
excluding taxes. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, you can see right there, like, and also we have distinguished which fee categories or which kind of fee is this, so that the customer can see and have a better look at it. Like the commission is always fell under the fee, but the principal is a charge, and we have separately captured the tax as well, and it is as a tax category. So ultimately, yeah. Abhishek.
Yeah, so P is something which the customer cannot avoid. I mean, seller cannot avoid, but the commission is something which they can optimally do things which can avoid these charges, right?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes, correct.
There are options to.
There are options. Yeah.
Okay.
And ultimately, it actually reflects to the payment reconciliation report that we also have built for this particular solution, business solution. Here you can see I have used one of the orders that is in there in the report, and here the orders are coming as the consignment issues in SAP. We have captured the date of the creation of that particular document. The SAP order doc number is there. Amazon order ID is there for the reference. Invoice number that is generated against the consignment issue is also there, and we have captured all the calculated prices and the final output prices here as well. Now the net price, the tax that has been captured in SAP, the expected amount that needs to be paid or Amazon owed from the business, and Amazon net pay at the final. Okay, and which sold to party is being used and being used for these particular sales documents in SAP. Now let me go a step back to showcase you that this is the user selection section where they can select the sold to party that is being used for these orders, and a date range can be used, and if we hit execute, you can see the report itself here. Now
Perfect.
also we have given two optional fields here where we can select the required fees and charges, a combination there. Like let's say I want to see the principal and the commission for these orders that are fall under this date range. So if I select those in these fields and execute, you can see these columns are being used to showcase that particular data. Now I can see the principals are there for these orders here, and also the commission as well.
So basically, it makes the life of a seller very easy. So we have all the data in place in the SAP, and it is up to them to create reports. We have developed this report for one of our customers where we gave them some options where they can filter out a particular data and check what kind of commissions or what kind of charges are deducted for a particular payment.
Yes,
And they can reconcile this amount easily.
yes. And if you see, if we want, we can just select one column to calculate it and make it more easy. So if I select on the summation, it will give me the calculation itself within
Okay. Okay, so if we have this calculated value in this report, and if we just check the bank account, whatever deposits as a seller I got, then it will match.
Yes, exactly. That you already mentioned prior in this session, right? This reconciliation means the balance. We need to balance the both of the end to see which is the final outcome there. So yes.
Perfect. Yeah. So now, so I think if I go back to the slides again. Yeah, so thank you, Abhishek. I think very nice demo. Now let's see if there is any questions in the QA panel. Okay, so the first one that I can see is you are showing the demonstration with SAP S/4HANA. What if I change the ERP to something else like Dynamics F&O? Is it supported?
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. SAP S/4HANA is just an example ERP for you. Our solution can apply to any business application. So the architecture will be the same. The report architecture or the data that we're receiving from Amazon will be same in structure. It could be a SAP B1, could be a Dynamics F&O as you suggested, and NetSuite or anything we can choose on that.
Okay. Yeah. So the next question is, do you have a list of charges which are applied to Amazon orders?
Actually, yeah, it's publicly available. We can look for it in the internet. We have shown some of the list here in the slides, but those are all not all. There are different fees and charges that have been applicable for the Amazon orders and refunds. You can get all the list of charges and fees which could be applied by a seller doing just a search.
Yes, yes. So all the informations are available over internet.
Yeah, Amazon actually have a very good documentation at their end, so we can check that. Yes, definitely.
Exactly. Okay, so next question that I can see is when do we choose FBM over FBA?
It depends. Generally, perishable items are the ones which seller themselves um, fulfill themselves actually. I can say that because if those items you want to do it using FBA, you need to package it, then send it to the Amazon warehouse, then it gets shipped to the actual user. So if the seller has its own warehouse, they can fulfill the item themselves. So Amazon have a provision for that as well, and save a lot of money on that usually. But if the seller wants to give a better experience, one might think of using FBA as an option. Is there?
Okay, so I got it. That means Amazon's shipment experience will be good, but it will come with an additional cost.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think I am seeing a lot of questions here. Some are not relevant as well. Let's not drag this session anymore. After this webinar, what we will do, we will be sending an email to everyone responding to all the other questions which are relevant. So thank you for joining this session. Hope to see you soon again.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.